He has been everywhere.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Marion is out there with Irving, and it's Verjao in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Yes, Kevin, Tristan Thompson switched his shooting hand before last season. He entered the league as a lefty, but transitioned to shooting righty. His thinking? At the end of the day, I want to be the best player I can. If that takes an adjustment in my jump shot or anything else, why not make that switch? He's shown he's willing to put in the work, gentlemen.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, we know how talented he is. It's just a question of how good can he become if he continues to put the work in. Brook Lopez managed 17 games last year before needing season-ending surgery on that right foot. That was his 3rd surgery on the foot in less than 2 years. And that's the question now. Can he stay healthy? Very poor shot selection there, guys.
Love with the screen for Irving. On the wing now. Back to Irving. Verjao down low. Guarded by Garnett. And it's slammed in by Verjao.
Boy, a terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistently pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebounder, an outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league.
And for the Nets last season, it seemed that they found their rhythm as a team once Lopez was out. How could that be?
You know, sometimes you lose a key cog in your offense and in your team, and other guys step up. You change how you're playing, and guys get some confidence. And they're all pros now, so when the opportunity knocks, guys are ready to step into that role and fill the gap. And I think that's what happened.
Cavaliers leading. The drive by James. Kicks it out to Love. Uncovered. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Love's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Williams. Another miss by Williams. Cleveland leading by 3. And LeBron throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Williams. Williams with another miss.
A well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make them work for it. Challenge every shot.
The drive by James. Mary kicks to Love. That's good. And now a 7-point Cavalier lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verjao. James Jones comes in for Kevin Love. And Miller's subbed in for Sean Marion.
The Nets definitely came on strong as the season wore on last year, but they still were not a very strong road team.
There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd quarter. Irving attacking. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Kept alive. Lopez. Johnson again. Miller tries again. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, with teams selling for billions and a new TV deal on the way, NBA business is certainly booming. With some big players signing huge contracts, that'll increase as the growing revenue raises the salary cap. Guys, one executive said, quote, players who got paid the max this year are going to be bargains on the back end of their deal. Back to you.
Teams are planning ahead, Doris. Thanks. That pushes it to double digits. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
Well, that's the best way to score in bunches. Just run and drop a bucket in before the team can set up its defense.
Thompson dishes to Jones. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Williams passes to Johnson. Back to Williams. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland ahead as they wrap up the third quarter on a 14-4 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Nets trailed by 11. So for Brooklyn now, down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Deron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. And it's Bogdanovich in the small forward position. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
And he sinks the second.
Deron Williams has really good size and strength at the point guard spot. And once he gets a step on the guy, it's hard to push him off his line.
Irving drives in. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And Williams with one of the better post-up games among point guards thanks to his strength.
Yeah, shows that veteran savvy. You know, he can hit you with the fadeaway or get you up in the air and work himself to the foul line. So, you know, this guy's a handful anywhere on the court. Well, Deron Williams has dealt with ankle issues that have held him back a notch from the level we saw in Utah. But when he's right, I think he's still one of the best point guards in the game.
Now, here is Irving. Lets it go from 11. And Verejao kicks to Marion. He feeds it to Love. It's Miller on the wing. And the call will be against Deron Williams. That's his first foul. Timeout call for Cavaliers.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Irving drives in. Love outside. And Williams so tough to handle because Clark can pass and shoot and drive.
Yeah, and he has that killer crossover too, Kevin. He can put a lot of pressure on you defensively.
Now here's Williams. And he gets it to go.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Here's Irving. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
LeBron came into the league with a ton of talent and skill and hyper expectations, but he's done everything he can to hone and refine his game since his rookie year, and I think his climbing field goal percentage is an example of that.
He hits the second from the line. And you look at his efficiency down low. LeBron has come a long way, Steve, from his rookie season when he shot just over 41%.
Well, it makes sense, Kevin. I mean, the post game is sort of the hardest thing to learn in the NBA, especially for a guy who didn't go to college. So LeBron has put in the time. He's become very efficient down on the block. And that allows him to space the floor around LeBron, which is just a nightmare to guard.
Kicks it out to Johnson for the 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
From past the arc. Again, Johnson missing.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
LeBron dishes to Irving. The shot no good.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Williams attacking. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And they double him up with LeBron. Love the pass to LeBron. And Verejao kicks to James. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
From deep, Johnson.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Irving up top. He's guarded by Williams.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. A statement victory for the Cavaliers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Kyrie Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
LeBron, good.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Offensive rebound. And there's the call on James. A big group substitution here for Cleveland.
James Jones. Mike Miller.
Lopez dishes to Williams. Poked away. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Verejao penetrating. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Back to Miller. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.